Wire didn't hit so far. Low and quiet does it.
Oh, this is fucking difficult.
Now they're hunting me. These are helpful. Bitter, though.
Didn't master that one, but there's always next time. Test your skill with bow and arrow by shooting parts off the backs of grazers as quickly as possible.
Okay, let's try
Perfect.
this on one last time.
I'll start timing when you start down a rope.
Get it while I can.
Let's Oh, it's impossible.
I'm afraid you didn't finish in time, but please try again. Test your skill with bow and arrow by shooting parts off the backs of grazers as quickly as possible. I like that one. Slide down a rope and I'll start timing.
I'm so close every time.
You didn't succeed, but I've done a lot worse. Try again.
Okay, come on.
Test your skill with bow and arrow by shooting parts off the backs of grazers as quickly as possible. Perfect. I'll start timing when you start down a rope.
They're scanning for me. Felt that!
Someone's getting good at this. Have a full sun.
Time for me to head out.
I'll be here when you're ready to test yourself.
Saving these for the trail. Can't be too prepared. Keep the upper hand.
We cannot hope to be saved.
The girl with the mark of a seeker. The Sentinel saw you coming.
You're Maria. Varl told me you'd know the way to Meridian.
The Karja capital. West will take you to it, but their soldiers will stop you long before you get there.
They can try.
No, what I mean is there's a Karja fort that guards the pass between east and west. Word is the Karja have sealed the gate out of fear of the corrupted machines infesting our sacred land.
So if I clear out the corrupted machines, they'll open the border?
I suppose. But I can't spare any braves to help you.
Who said I needed help?
You'll clear the valley, all by yourself.
I'm good with a bow.
For your sake? Better than good, I hope.
So you're in charge of the defenses here?
Mother's Crown defends itself. During the war, it survived 15 assaults, broke 3 invasions. We will endure.
Trying to live up to glorious pasts has a way of getting people killed.
You wouldn't know this, but I won the proving the year I ran. Like you, I started off behind, had to find a shortcut. I barely made it, crossed the finish line with a broken ankle.
This isn't the proving, Maria. This is real.
You missed my point. Getting posted to Mother's Crown? It was the boon I requested. My prize for winning. Trying to live up to the glory of the Nora hasn't killed me yet. But if it has to, I'm willing.
Mother's Crown guards the edge of the sacred land, right? So do you see a lot of foreigners here?
Yes. Not here in the village itself, of course, but in the valley beyond. Since the war ended, foreigners have been allowed in the valley, and Nora can trade with them, if they choose. It's a kind of in-between place, neither foreign nor sacred land. If you're curious, visit Hunter's Gathering. It's little more than a heap of dingy shelters and tents, but foreigners use it as a way station.
Sounds like a place where I could find out more about Meridian. How far has the corruption spread?
I've seen it myself in machines at the head of the valley, and there's been word of corrupted machines in the south, too. Whatever the corruption is, it doesn't just affect machines. It burns flesh and sickens the injured.
Do the corrupted machines have any weaknesses?
Fire seems to affect them more than ordinary machines. A small mercy. This is a curse only the goddess can lift.
Unless we find out what's behind it and put a stop to it.
The matriarchs have spoken, Aloy. All we can do is fight, and pray to the goddess.
So I'll find this Karja fort to the west? And beyond that, Meridian?
Yes, the Karja call the place Day Tower. It's not far from the Forsaken Village.
What Forsaken Village?
It had a name once, not that it matters now. I was born there.
What happened to it?
The war. The Karja destroyed in one of their red raids. I was 15 at the time. I got away, others weren't so lucky. The Nora withdrew to this place, Mother's Crown. Relinquished our claim on the valley. Even now, with the war behind us, we've left the valley be. A kind of buffer between the Sundom and our sacred land.
I should be going.
All right. Be careful out there, Aloy. I hope you find whatever it is you're after.
Been out for hours. Could use a suit.
The strongest light deaden. The machines are frenzied. Goddess can save us now.
Poison seems almost to eat away at metal. Maybe that's what drives the machines mad. Might find a way to use it someday.
That music is so cool.
Good for an old remedy. Red light. means trouble. Be fascinating if they weren't looking for me. Got one. The Forsaken Village that Maria spoke of. It's in shambles. Sorry to spoil your fun. Here they come. Corrupted Watchers. I've done what I can to cleanse this valley of corruption. Time to see if the Karja Fort will let me pass over the mountains. I said I'd meet Varl and Sona near Red Echoes.
harsher weather, folks.
Sounds of fighting. Has something attacked the Karja fort? A corruptor.
Truly, the sun shines upon us this day!
It wasn't the sun risking its ass down here. So, will you open the gate for me now?
You heard her! Open the gates! And send word to Captain Balan! Where you headed, girl?
West! To Meridian!
The Way of Broken Stones is a hard run, even in the best of times. You might want to have a word with Captain Balan. He came from Meridian not long ago. You find him in the fort, on a balcony to the left overlooking the valley.
Okay, thanks.
We're the ones who should be thanking you for taking down those machines. Walk in light, Nora.
Whoever's in charge here might know if Lakoa came through.
Nothing but trouble. That's all there is in Banuk lands. Why the sun? I'm hoping for a better.
I heard you talking about trouble in Banuk lands.
Was that out loud? Ears must be getting worn down from all those long leg blasts. But you heard right. I'm fresh back from the cut, looking for better scavenging and better shards.
I guess you didn't find them up there?
Not with the Banuk wailing about new machines and talking spirits and their purses frozen shut. What's a trade route without trade? It's just a route.
There's a trade route. I thought the Banuk kept to themselves.
We Oseram and the Banuk are neighbors, after all. What's a few mountain ranges between friends? I have some acquaintances out there, still trying to dig a living out of the ice, but they say nothing seems to stick. All the superstitious nonsense and rampaging machines aren't helping.
What were these new machines and spirits?
Honestly, I don't even know. Going by the number of Banuk funerals, I'd say the kind you turn away from.
Not really my style.
Well, if you reach my grand old age, you might prefer picking up after hunters in the Sundom. It's warmer, too.
What is this place? The Cut?
When the Karja took up swords and hacked away at the edge of Banuk land, they left the Cut behind.
So a battleground from the war. Like the valley outside the Sacred Land.
Mm-hmm. Mountain Pass in the far north and east will get you there. It's open to outlanders, hardy ones, like you. Just don't expect much of a welcome. Especially not now.
New machines and talking spirits? I'm interested.
Thought as much, just looking at you. Don't say you weren't warned. There's a slip of a trail through the northeastern mountains, past what we call the Grave Horde. You won't miss it. You'll find what passes for a town on the other side. Maybe someone there can talk you out of it.
Maybe. Maybe not. Thanks for the information.
Algeron's wars are over. Avad has brought a welcome peace.
You'll regret not stopping when you're in the thick of it. Would you like to buy something today? Buy what you need, leave the rest.
Captain Blanc, I have questions for you. First, about another Nora woman who might have come through here. And second, about the trail to Meridian. What can I expect on the way?
Well, it was definitely another Nora. No way I'd forget that. She caused an incident. As for what to expect on the trail, nothing good. More machines all the time, and our scouts report corruption that way as well. So much for sealing things off. Keep to the roads. They're safe enough. Though after what you did at the gate, I'll wager you don't scare easy. It's a good quality. I could put it to use, if you don't mind a quick jaunt back east. I know it's bold of me to ask a favor after you just did one, but I can offer you answers in return. If there's anything you need to know about the Sundom.
Did an Oseram named Olin come through here?
Twice. He was part of the royal delegation to the Nora, and they passed through on the way, then back. And they brought back stories of a vicious attack on your people. My condolences, of course.
Do you know where Olin is now?
Not exactly. But he was on his way to Meridian, I'm certain of that. Everyone goes to Meridian.
Is there anything more you can tell me about the road to Meridian?
Sun King Avad has devoted considerable resources to making it safe. But by the Sun's witness, it's been harder to control in peace than it was during the war. Machines grow more dangerous all the time. Add to that bandits and new reports of this corruption. We're stretched thin to protect a few outposts like this one. As for everywhere else, well, travel at your own risk.
You said something happened with Nakoa.
The Nora girl? Yes, something happened. Attempted murder. Prefect Zaid can tell you more about it. You can find him near the main tower, up the steps.
Wait. Saeed is here?
He is. Look, I've heard what your people say about him, but he swears it's a case of mistaken identity. If there's a shadow to him, I've never been able to prove it, and the forbearance he showed towards this Nakoa woman was impressive. Oh, speak to him. Maybe he knows where she went. And try not to assault him, please.
What do you need, Captain?
I sent several patrols east when we got word of corrupted machines there. All of them confirmed my fears, so I sealed the gates. But it looks like we left some men behind when they were closed. Waleed, tell him what happened.
Machines attacked us near an abandoned Nora village, sir. Lakir told us to pull back. Then I lost sight of the others.
Never seen a Nora woman before, soldier? Have some respect. Report to her, not to me.
Lakir always stresses reporting back, so that's what I did. I felt terrible about leaving them behind.
Well, now that the gates are open again, I can send someone after them.
Can't you send more soldiers to find the missing men? What about Waleed here?
Most Nora still don't take well to the sight of Karja armor. Officially, it's a risk to send patrols so close to your sacred land. I'd prefer not to do that again. but heading that way won't be a problem for you.
Please say yes.
What was that, soldier?
Nothing, sir.
What is this place exactly?
Daytower marks the eastern edge of Karja territory. A trading post, a way station. One with an ugly reputation among your people. During the reign of the last Sun King, many Nora were taken captive, then gathered here for transport to Meridian, and sacrifice. But the sun set on that. I was appointed by the Sun King Avad to make sure old Karja at this outpost show respect to the Nora.
Where do things stand between your tribe and the Nora now?
Sun King Avad wants peace. So do the matriarchs, I'm told. But old wounds are slow to mend, and both tribes are proud. My task is to make sure there are no further provocations from the Sundom. Especially now after... well, while your people recover from this terrible attack, I mean.
What's Meridian like?
It's a changed place. A living city. Nothing like it was during the rule of Sun King Jiran. Avad, our new king, has done all he can to make sure of that. Slavery has been abolished. There's a new alliance with the Oseram. And the Sun Ring, where so many Outlanders were killed, is now a memorial to the fallen.
So the Karja are allied with the Oseram?
Hard to believe, but it's true. Mad Sun King Jiran raided the Oseram for years. Avad managed to get them on his side. He had help, of course. Ursur and Eren played a part. Oseram siblings, bigger than life. They gathered an army to free Meridian. I marched with them, scaled the North Cliff with my men, and secured the Temple of the Sun. Sent Jiran's kestrels and priests packing. Now Oseram are a common sight in the city. And a common sound, too. They sure bicker a lot.
It sounds as though you approve of the new Sun King.
He is the chosen of the Sun, and what the Sundom needs after 10 years of war. A calming light, not a scouring one. Sun King Jiran would shed blood at any slight. For Sun King Avad, that's a last resort. Lucky for those who slight him. Some whisper in the shadows that he's weak. No. Peace is strength, as the sun shall show.
It sounds as though you approve of the new Sun King.
He is the chosen of the Sun, and what the Sundom needs after 10 years of war. A calming light, not a Sun King Jiran would shed blood at any some.
I'll see what I can do about your missing men.
I would be grateful, but not as grateful as Waleed. You hear that, lunkhead? You might be off the hook.
You'll regret not stopping when you're in the thick of it.
Snow.
Can you
It's not getting
believe
any
that the
warmer out here.
Oseram live on top of scrap of the old one?
They do, somewhere up north.
Always stay bright, always stay alert.
You're Zaid.
And you're a Nora. I can tell from your tone you've heard of me. Let me ease your mind. There seem to be wild stories about me among your tribe. But the Nora have me mistaken for someone else. I'm not sure where the fault lies, but the fog of war often breeds confusion. Unfortunately, some refuse to acknowledge the error. So it was with the last Nora who came through here.
The last Nora who came through here. You mean Nakoa?
Is that her name? Oh well. It was a very unfortunate situation. She attacked me in broad daylight. If one of my men hadn't spotted her, I might well have been injured. But we were able to subdue her without harm.
What did you do with her?
I let her go, of course. It was clear she thought I was responsible for unspeakable things. So, in a sense, her actions were justifiable. I explained that she was wrong, then sent her on her way. Sadly, I don't think she believed me.
Where is Nakoa now?
I don't know exactly. She left raving that she would find a way to bring me down. But I did hear a report from the garrison at Lonesome Rock that a young woman had been abducted by bandits. Might have been her.
So you deny participating in the Red Raids?
No, I didn't say that. I did have a role in those operations, albeit a very limited one. But all this nonsense about torture and murder, that wasn't me. They have me confused with some other commander. I don't doubt some of my comrades did bad things, but Sun King Avad has worked hard to eliminate such brutality.
You've really gone out of your way to help, Prefect Said.
It's no trouble. The Sun King wishes to make amends with your people, and I am his humble servant.
I'll go to Lonesome Rock and get to the bottom of this. I promise you that.
You do that. And if our men are anything less than helpful, please let me know.
Cool. Fine goods for a fair price.
Can't trust him, not after what Jan told me. That... Garrison is my only lead. So much for being careful. Black smoke, red tatters. More bandits like the ones at Devil's Thirst. Going down fast.
take this with you on the road.
The hunt is over.
Thank you for saving me. It's humbling.
The machines must have come across Captain Ballon's patrol here. One of the Karja soldiers fell here. The other soldiers must have retreated. But to where? Another Karja soldier. Did anyone survive? At least his death came quickly. This can't be the helmet from the last Karja soldier. Someone nearly lost his head here, then ran off. Blood everywhere. A machine dragged something into the water here. But maybe he made it to that island. Definitely awake now. Anything more focus could reveal. Just stay out of their way for now.
Hello, our records show that you've been researching safe, comfortable, affordable apartments in the Salt Lake City area. You should consider the Riker building. Take a moment to review some of the features we offer our tenants. Totally automated facility monitored by a bleeding edge robotic security team. Oh, sorry about that. Always comfy, biometric climate control. Auto adjusts the temperature of every room. Complimentary Faro runner upon signing a lease. Let your runner grab groceries and lift packages while you enjoy the luxury of Riker lifestyle. Our Hollow site features a free, fully immersive tour of the facilities, including a customizable mock-up of your future Riker apartment. Visit us today and start living. Naysay Doom Priestess Harriet Choi dies. Perth, September 2nd, 2063. Infamous bioterrorist and Naysay Doom cult leader Harriet Choi has died of lung cancer at the age of 54. Choi, whose religious beliefs prevented her from seeking treatment, released a statement last year reading in part, "I am dying, as always, and none are far behind me. I remain steadfast. Father Globe is in his death throes. He is ready to die. But you scorned Father Globe? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Rather than help him slough off filth, you can conceited insist you know what's best. Now you've had your claw back and think you will live forever, but the grave remains no less suspicious than before." Choi was serving a life sentence at Puny Tech Inc.'s Alpha Campus for engineering and Doom Plague, viral cocktail that scored New York, London, Moscow, Tokyo, and Shanghai in 2039. The decision to imprison Choi for life rather than execute her was met with widespread outrage, but information she provided in exchange for the sentence led to the arrest of 16 higher-ranking members of the terrorist cult, and ultimately, Naysay Doom collapses. The derangement of the machines. Esteemed lords and ladies of the Sun Court, honored canes and patrons. Your concerns regarding the continuing derangement of the machines are noted, though many seasons have passed since the first sightings of this frightful change. The Sun King is well aware that this is no longer a matter of reports from border patrols and hunters' logs expeditions. Only one needs... Oh my goodness, I don't know why I'm yelling. One needs only look to the abandoned estate lands, indeed the estates you owned left for the jewel to reclaim, or to the empty freeholds of the common Karja folk. Now that the Sun King has taken every measure to protect Holy Meridian and the Maze Lands with renewed patrols, as for entreating the Sun, we believe the cause of the derangement cannot be the Sun's displeasure alone. for the years of sacrifice under the Sun King Jiran produced no notable effect on the machines. His luminants and sun priests are in arrangement that even if this is an ordeal set for us by the sun, our suffering will not be reduced with blood. For your edification, I will recount that we have observed of the derangement. Of the simpler machines, the herd creatures, the gallopers, the scuttlers, were once they fled at the sight of men, now they more likely to charge. The larger creatures, only once a menace to the inebriated and foolhardy. Oh my gosh. Can be seen to lunge at the unwary and murderous intent. This is to say nothing of the coming of the sawtooth orb's metal brethren, the Ravager, the Stalker, or that terrible giant, the Thunderjaw. Each one has proved a more capable killer of men than the last, each wielding a wider array of strange weapons. The wilds are no longer safe due to the hostility of these new machines, though the date they not attack the settlement within the Sundome. Outlanders have brought no shortage of fanciful explanations for this behavior. Some suggest that the machines have come to represent men for hunting them, yet such a thing has never been witnessed among beasts of flesh and blood, and they are proven to be more capable of thinking in memory. Kaja hunters and Osirm tinkers alike have attempted to understand the phenomenon by inspecting felled machines, but these disappear no different to those harvested many years before. Derangement began with the same assortment of wires, braiding lenses, hearts, and so on. When these parts are subjected to the light of the sun or to Osirm experience with fire and spark, they react as they always have. The Banuk, however, claimed that to have recorded a change in the machine songs of the machine spirits, suggesting that these have become increasingly discordant. The Sun King has sent envoys to Ban-Yer to learn more in the hopes that their mysticism might contain a truth when the rational light of the sun is brought to bear upon it. Of course, the Sun King graciously welcomes your own contributions to the study of derangement, asking only that they are delivered in written form, and not during royal audience. His Luminance also hopes to dissuade you from participating in the machine hunts during these uncertain times. The strength of a united Sun Court is the strength of all Karja. Respectful, Tashidi, Court, and Roy. Don't know how to say that, but that's fine.
your business. That'll help.